Tonight, I'm going to show you everything you need to make caramel crisp Kit Kats. Stick around. Greetings, my confectionery compadres, and welcome to Randy Makes Candy, where I help you make tasty treats that people love to eat. Once again, I'm going to try my best to recreate a commercial candy. When I saw that Kit Kats were available with a crunchy toffee topping, I knew it had to go on my list. It looked super simple and super tasty, and that's how we roll here in the Candy Kitchen. Mostly. And I've invited some very special guests to participate in the tasting segment of this video. I'll explain more when we get there. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own caramel crisp Kit Kats, as well as suggestions for other recipes you'd like to see in future videos. For this recipe, I'm using some chocolate melting wafers, some toffee bits, and some vanilla sugar wafers. I'm not including amounts for the ingredients here, as this is one of those treats where you can just make one or you can make a boatload. The more you want to make, the more stuff you need. You get it. I'm also using a cutting board, some SilPat, and a couple of precision dipping tools. Okay, let's make some candy. Melt the wafers, then add some to the toffee bits. Just enough to allow you to use it as a topping. Dip a cookie into the chocolate, let the excess drain, then place it on a lined cutting board. Take some of the chocolate toffee mixture and distribute it evenly over the dipped cookie. Continue with the remaining cookies, then leave them on the counter to set. And that's it. Okay, before we get to our special tasting segment, a little background. A while back, Nick, one of our longtime compadres, invited me to be a guest on a podcast that he's been co-hosting for over a decade. The podcast, called Pod of Thunder, dedicates each episode to a song requested by a listener. They listen to the song and offer their thoughts not only on the song, but about anything else they happen to think of. I humbly accepted the invitation and suggested that Nick make the same thing that I was going to make for this episode, so we could do a group tasting. He thought that sounded fun, and here we are. So without further ado, here's the Pod of Thunder crew and me with our thoughts.
I'm going to take a bite of this.
So I'm going in.
Slancheva, Randy.
Slancheva, well said.
In your eye.
Delicious. Big fan.
The first thing that stands out to me, I was expecting the Heath bits, the toffee bits, to be much harder than the cookie, but it actually is pretty similar in consistency. Like it blends together pretty well. It's not like I'm having this wafer cookie and then there's some hard pieces on top of it.
Now, did you make the wafer cookie or did you buy that off the shelf?
That's bought off the shelf. That's
super Walmart.
So that's what was dipped. The wafer cookie, you used the precision dipping tool and dipped it in chocolate.
I broke one of my homemade precision dipping tools.
How'd you do that?
Too much precision dipping. Or maybe it wasn't precise enough.
Yeah, maybe not enough precision.
Hey, if you're not passionate in your dipping, you're doing it wrong.
There you go.
I took a running start.
All right, well, very good. Thank you, Randy, for the treat here.
What do you think, Randy?
I'm a big fan of this. I mean, because it's just a normal Kit Kat. It's milk chocolate on a sugar wafer, but then the toffee bits give it that little bit of caramelization in there, and then like you said, they're not too hard. The toffee bits aren't too hard, but they're still a different texture than the cookie. So you got the different layers of texture, different layers of flavor, and that's always what I'm looking for when I'm doing candy. I mean, it's the best candy to me has different layers of both texture and flavor. So I'm a big fan of these, and especially considering how simple it is. So this is definitely a winner in my book.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah, my kids have been wolfing them down. I'm lucky I got 3 away to bring here.
How many did you make?
15.
Okay.
And I made this one like what 2 weeks ago, something like that, and it's still good.
Wow, that's good to know. So there you go.
If you're looking for an easy and tasty variation of a Kit Kat, you really ought to try these. And if you're looking for a podcast that's not only a lot of fun, but has the RMC seal of approval, check out Pod of Thunder. There's a link in the description. Tell them Randy sent you. As always, I'd love to hear about your results if you decide to make your own caramel crisp Kit Kat. One of our longtime compadres invited me to be